Geeks of the Week. That's my intro. And before I start the video, let me remind everyone that this Saturday is Free Comic Book Day. Now on to the geeks. Steph, I talk about the Game of Thrones all the time. Okay, I don't go into the episodes, but I do mention them. But we should start talking about it, just like they do on the recap show on funnyordie.com, which you need to watch. I'm going to post it on the Geeks of the Week Facebook wall. And you asked a great question of what kind of characters we could relate to. For me, it's usually the Big Brother role, because I am one. So someone like Meryl from The Walking Dead, because I can be a jerk at times, but not on purpose. Dean Winchester from Supernatural, God Bluth from Arrested Development. Characters like that I really see myself in. This channel has made me relate to Xander more from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, because I'm the last dude surrounded by strong, awesome ladies. And like you, Steph, I can be very logical, but I'm trying to learn feelings. So I'm more like Data from Next Generation. Pyro, no. Don't jump into Game of Thrones in Season 2 like that. You have to watch it from the beginning. And I do admit, it does take some time before it grabs you and hooks you. It took me about 4 episodes before I became very addicted. Now I look back at them with such nostalgia. The good old days in the Seven Kingdoms. As for Teen Titans Go, I have not seen it, but I've heard nothing but bad things. But once I do, I'll let you know how I like it. Luluco, last week I wrote you on Twitter, and I tagged the other geeks in this, that you are all cute, stylish, and full of sparkles. And that's an exact quote from Little Witch Academia. It was used by Eiko to describe Shiny Chariot. So I think you need to go back and rewatch it. Come on! Oh, by the way, I loved your answer to Seth's question. It was very touching, and thank you for sharing that with us. Nikki, thank you for recommending Defiance. I'm going to catch up to it right away because I will not let another science fiction show slip through my fingers. Firefly! Iron Man 3 is released tonight at midnight, and I will not be going to the midnight showing because in my theater, if you don't get there early enough, you won't get a good seat. And I would rather wait and watch it in a good seat than be the first one to see it. But I am going this weekend and come back next week for my spoiler-free reactions. Did you know that this week was Bugs Bunny's 70th birthday? I've always preferred the Looney Tunes over Disney cartoons because in a perfect world, it would be like in a Disney cartoon. But the Looney Tunes are more like real life. It's violent, we share a few laughs, everywhere you turn there's some messed up characters, and I can just relate to that more. Anyways, you should check out the new Looney Tunes show on Cartoon Network. It's really good, really funny. Comes out on Tuesdays. I'm going to post a link below to one of the clips. It's just really cool. And happy birthday, Bugs Bunny. It's time for some sad news. Over the weekend, AOL decided to shut down the Comics Alliance website. For those of you who know, Comics Alliance was this great geeky website that talked about so many things. Cosplay, comics, toys, just a lot of things. I use a lot of their articles in my videos, and it just sucks that it's over. And it's shocking, too, because nobody's really given a reason why. A lot of people are angry, including me. And we're going to miss you, Comics Alliance. With that sad piece of news out of the way, here are the top 5 comics for the month of April. Starting with number 5, Superman Family Adventures issue 12. And this is a series finale as Superman and all his super friends face down the evil lunch lady from Tiny Titans' Darkseid. Okay, I have to admit, this is in part a sentimental pick for me, but it's not as if it doesn't deserve it. There are not a lot of comics out there that both adults and kids can enjoy, and it's kid safe. It had Superman references from the comics, cartoons, movies. So for a Superman freak like me, I really loved it. This was by far the best Superman comic out to today, but that doesn't compliment the series enough because the Superman comics have been such on a stick fantastic. So let's say this. This comic was so good, it really made me love the new Superman costume, the one with the red belt, because at first I really didn't enjoy it, but it grew on me because of this series. This comic is going to be sorely missed, and oh yeah, comics. And number 4, Hawkeye issue 9. And in this issue, we see the interaction between Clint and the other women in his life. And I think it's safe to say he would rather face down Dr. Doom and Thanos by himself than have to deal with that. This is the best comic Marvel's putting out today by far. It's not even close. The plot is simple and easy to follow, nothing too complicated. The chemistry between Clint and Kate is always so much fun to see, a pleasure to read. David Ahar's artwork is gorgeous. I love it. I think you'll be a fan of his style too. It's more than an affordable comic at $2.99. The first arc is already out in trade. You should definitely give this a try. You will not regret it. And number 3, Chew issue 33. And Tony Chew's on special assignment with the Navy to stop the group the Immaculate Ova, which is a cult that loves eggs. Chew is a comic I enjoy pushing in people's faces. And when someone tells me they picked it up because of me and liked it, I love that. I consider it a job well done. What makes this issue extra cool is that they actually published Steph's lyrics from the song Do You Taste What I Taste from her 12 Nights of Steph. I'm going to post a link below to the video. It was really awesome to read that and to see. It was really cool. So definitely check out the series Chew. For sure pick up this issue and ask Steph nice enough and she might even autograph it for you. And number 2, Saga issue 12. And Prince Robert IV is hot on the trail of Elena and Marco. This comic makes me feel the same way I do when a cold breeze hits me on a warm summer day. Trying to describe this comic is like trying to describe a hug from a loved one. It's perfect. Brian K. Vaughan's probably my favorite writer when it comes to dialogue. The character building is superb. It's the perfect blend of science fiction and fantasy. Saga once again is taking a brief hiatus, but now it's time to catch up. The first arc is out on the trade, the second is due to be out soon, and you should definitely check it out. And number 1, Lock and Key Omega issue 4. And the villain continues to make his final move as the Locke family is under siege. And that's all I can say about this issue because I'm trying to avoid spoilers. So this has been one of the best comic series in a long time. I'm legitimately concerned for these characters because I know none of them are safe. And when I say I'm concerned for them, I mean like if they were actual people. I stay up at night worried for them. That's how much the series will grab you. It's been such an amazing ride. I'm going to be sad when it ends. And once again, it's my topic of the month. This video was way too long, so I couldn't review this week's comics. But if you want to know my opinion on them, let me know, and I might post it on my non-YouTube channel. I still might end up doing it if I'm really bored, so we'll see. So this is the end of the video. You know the routine. Like us on Facebook, because I know if you are or you aren't. And I know a lot of you aren't. Remember to subscribe to us and stay geeky. Oh, I made a mess. Oh, hey, I remember this comic. We miss you, Stephanie Brown.